It's December and Aston Villa are third in the Premier League, 2 points off top of the table. Liverpool, they're making a real case to be in the title race. Since arriving at the club, Unai Emery has completely changed things and they have one of the best home forms in English football history. In this video, I'm going to be talking about Aston Villa and whether they can make a genuine case to win the league. If you do enjoy the video, make sure to leave a like and subscribe if you are new. Firstly, before we talk about title races or anything, let's actually talk about this home form because it genuinely is one of the best in Premier League history. Unai Emery is the first Aston Villa manager to win 15 consecutive home Premier League matches and is the fourth best home run in Premier League history, only beaten by Man United in 2011, Man City in 2012 and Liverpool in 2020. Emery's only been at Aston Villa for about 13 months. He inherited a team that was in the relegation zone, yet he's quickly able to establish a record like that. It is absolutely incredible, and they could probably go up further in that list because they've already played two of the harder fixtures in Man City and Arsenal at home, and they won both of those this week. This Aston Villa squad is currently incredible. You have the winner of the Aston Trophy in nets, who starred in the World Cup for Argentina, a backline full of internationals, arguably one of the best pivots not only in the Premier League but in world football right now of Douglas Luiz and Kamara, incredibly talented electric wingers like Bailey and Diaby, at one point one of the most highly rated prospects in Italian football, Zaniolo, and one of the most informed English strikers in the world right now, Ollie Watkins. And that's not even mentioning interrupting the video to tell you about the retro kit, where you can get cheap quality retro kits that ship all around the world. For all you Aston Villa fans watching, there are Villa retro shirts available, and I've personally ordered this Real Betis shirt. Click the link in the description to find out more. I'm going to give you a brief overview of how Aston Villa tactically set up under Unai Emery. So how does Unai Emery set up his Aston Villa team? Well, on paper this season it's either been a 4-4-1-1 or a 4-4-2. This is their lineup versus Arsenal, where they did play that 4-4-1, but it really isn't that. When attacking, this formation becomes a lot more complex, with McGinn and Tielemans going a bit more centrally, Kamara and Luiz forming the pivot, Bailey going out on the wing, and Digne then becoming another winger. And that is why Konza is playing right back to then form a three-man backline. In the build-up to attacks, they do form this shape, with Watkins and Tielemans becoming a striker partnership, and then we have a box midfield of McGinn, Bailey, Luiz and Kamara. This doesn't offer much space centrally, and it does force teams to go on the wing, and when they get the ball, it does allow a lot of space on the wing for players like Digne or Tielemans or Watkins to run onto. We saw that with their goal versus Arsenal. There was a lot of space down the wing when they won the ball back. Bailey's able to cross it in, McGinn makes a run, scores, Aston Villa beat Arsenal. When Villa are defending, what I've noticed is specifically against Spurs is John McGinn dropping in and making it a 5-back, making it a 5-3-2, making a very hard team to break down. But they have been a hard team to break down, although they have conceded more goals than they did this time last year. But conceding more goals doesn't matter when you're winning more games, and well, Steven Gerrard had this team in the relegation zone while Unai Emery has them in the title race. Will they continue this great form and bring the title to the very last day? You would probably say no, although it could happen. It is a very good team. But I do think they can get a Champions League spot, because Spurs without James Maddison, they aren't the same as they were at the start of the season. Newcastle have loads of injuries. Man United are terrible, same with Chelsea. Brighton haven't been great this season. I think the Champions League spot is there to be taken. They'll almost definitely be playing European football next season, because they'll definitely get a Europa League spot, or they'll win the Conference League, which seems very likely with the quality of football they're currently playing. And Unai Emery is a specialist when it comes to second-rate European competitions. At the start of the season, I predicted this team to finish 7th. That still could happen, but I feel like I undershot them. I knew it was a good team, didn't know they were this good. And it might be reactionary, but I'm now going to back them to get into those Champions League spots, purely on the basis that the teams below them are not doing very well, and they're doing absolutely incredibly. Who knows, come the end of the season when we reflect on this video, Aston Villa are Premier League champions, and well, I undershot them again. But let me know what you think in the comments. Where do you think Aston Villa will finish this season? And let me know how much you think Unai Emery has improved the club, or was Steven Gerrard that bad of a manager? Thank you all so much for watching. Make sure to check out those retro kits, leave a like if you enjoy, subscribe if you are new, and I'll see you in the next one.